All right. Hey, team. Welcome to our weekly Monday Night Huddle. So excited that you guys jumped on. And for those of you watching the recording, welcome, welcome. Just a couple of quick announcements before we get rocking and rolling. We are having a new ambassador training this Thursday night at 8 p.m. led by our very own Amanda Foster. Whoop, whoop. Shout out to Amanda, you guys. She spearheaded the whole team t-shirt thing for convention. She designed those shirts. She ordered those shirts. She's mailing you those shirts. So she is pretty much a rock star. So just wanted to let y'all know that in case you didn't know. So thank you, Amanda, for getting that done. She is like this little part of my brain that I wish could just live in there all the time because she's really good with details and getting stuff done. So, but yes, we got the t-shirts ordered. And she will be mailing those out. I think she gets them this week, right? Is it this Friday-ish? So you'll probably be getting those next week for those of you that ordered. That was not even my announcement. My original announcement was she's leading new ambassador training this Thursday night at 8 p.m. And she's also leading a social media training. Amanda, do you want to plug that real quick so you can kind of tell people what it is?
Yeah. Decided that I wanted to do it because I think a lot of people, I found out that not many people knew how to do it, do Plexus on other forms of social media other than Facebook. So I'm going to be talking about Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and Snapchat. So if you don't have any of those, that's fine. It's just an opportunity to learn about like different opportunities and if it's right for you and if it fits in with your life.
Perfect. And that's Wednesday night, right?
Yep, 8:30.
Okay, and she posted that on our team page, so make sure you check for that.
I'm going to create an event tonight, too. So.
Okay, perfect. I don't understand how people, like, grow a business through Snapchat. I need to jump on your training. I'm like, I don't understand. Snapchat and I only have, like, 3 followers, and I just don't understand it. Typically, it's my 7-year-old niece sending me funny snaps. It's hilarious. But yeah, I need to jump on that and learn about Snapchat. Okay, so new ambassador training this Thursday night. You guys, we are also having this Thursday night our weekly health and happy hour. Raise your hand if you guys are kind of loving these. Yay! You guys, I am loving this whole health and happy hour format. It's really quick. Let me just explain it real quick for some of you guys who might not have been on yet or maybe understand the full picture of it. So health and happy hour, we're doing them every Thursday in the month of May, but we're hoping to continue this on if it seems like it's a great fit for our team. But it's a really quick 30 minutes. So all throughout the day on Thursday, I'm posting about the products so people can go in there and learn about the products, maybe watch some product videos. And then starting at 8 p.m., we have 30 minutes worth of live testimonies from our team. So we have 3 people featured every Thursday night, so don't be surprised if I reach out to you asking to share your story. And the cool thing about it is you can invite people to it at any point. Like it's not a start-stop thing. It's the same group every single week, so you don't have to add people to new groups. So once you've added a prospect to it, they can remove themselves for sure. That's completely fine. But if they don't, they're getting these testimonies week after week after week to build their belief, to understand what these products really do. And then not only that, but every Sunday I go in and delete out the product information, but I leave the testimonies in there. So we are building an archive, basically an arsenal of testimonies via videos that your prospects, when you put them in there, they can see, oh, diabetes, blah, blah, blah. Let me watch Jill's testimony. Oh, my cousin struggles with yo-yo dieting. Let me watch Casey's. You know, they're seeing all these different things that our products help with. And that is huge, you guys. We say all the time, facts tell, but stories sell. Stories are what give people hope, okay? Hearing that Garcinia cambogia is in our Slim isn't going to give anyone some hope, okay? Like, if it does, it's because they've researched like crazy. But hearing that, wow, this helped so-and-so get off of whatever it helped her get off of, that is what gives people hope. So health and happy hour, We have another one this Thursday night, and Amy Rogenbuck is going to be sharing, Chandra is going to share, and Melissa Newell are going to be sharing their stories. So we have an awesome lineup. So get your people in. You know, when you're reaching out, when you're following up, anyone you're sending a sample to should be in the health and happy hour. That's my rule of thumb. If I give you a sample, I'm adding you to this group because I want them to be educated. You know, it's not enough for people just to take a drink of the pink drink, think it tastes good, and that's enough. Like, we really want to educate people on what this can do. So that's a really long plug. I'm like super passionate about this health and happy hour thing. And it's not a huge time commitment. You know, we're not asking people, give us 5 days this week to really train you. It's give us 30 minutes and let's see what this can do. Okay, so that's health and happy hour Thursday night. But I told you all a couple weeks ago, I was going to try to be better about speaking our team affirmations on our huddles, and I forgot last week, and nobody held me accountable, you guys. Okay, so here are our team affirmations, just because we know how important affirmations are for our businesses. So this is our JTD team affirmations for this year. We are a Sapphire team by September. We add hundreds of Hope Dealers every month. We are bold in sharing Plexus. I shared that with you guys a couple weeks ago. That's like, bold is the new black. You know, like being bold is where it's at right now. Bold is my jam. Boldness, I guess. People are drawn to us and our hope, and we change lives every day. So I feel like those are our team affirmations for this year. Okay, so getting started. Tonight I'm calling it less words, more people. Less words, more people. So we're going to talk about something tonight that will transform your business when you make this shift. Most of us are using too many words and talking to too few people. We're literally, you might not be, but I know me at one point, I was puking Plexus on people. If somebody was like, hey, what's Plexus? Literally paragraphs on Messenger. Like, do you think they even read that? Like, that had to scare so many people off when I would puke Plexus on them. So a lot of us are just giving so much information to a couple of prospects and then wondering why our business isn't growing or why they're not jumping on board, why they're not excited to jump in with us, right? When we give people too much information, and this isn't for, you know, not every personality is this time, but not every personality is this way, but majority of personalities, if they get too much information too quickly, it's going to overwhelm them. It's going to take away their curiosity. They're not going to have any questions for you because you've literally just given them the timeline of when Plexus started, when the accelerator was introduced, when body cream came around. Like, literally, they have no more questions. You've just given them everything Google had to offer. So, you know, it also kind of makes us look a little needy. Like, if somebody's like, hey, what's Plexus? And we have 30 minutes to download them on everything Plexus related, it's making us, yes, we want to be great business owners, but you don't need to give one person an hour of your undevoted time when they just asked what Plexus was, okay? That's not the way we have to do this. And it ultimately stops the conversation from continuing. And if we are only talking to a handful of people, you know, no wonder nothing is happening. I hear from so many people, you know, well, so-and-so's on the fence, and then I have this other friend that said she was going to order last week, and then my mom is still needing to order. Well, that's 3 people that you have on the fence, you know, and if those are the 3 people you have on the fence and you have thousands of other messages going, that's awesome. But typically, those 3 people that you're counting on are the only people you've talked to, right? Those are the 3 people you've talked to about Plexus, and you're just praying and hoping that they catch the vision and join with you. And you're waiting to see that email come through, you know, hey, so-and-so ordered their products. You guys, that is not the way to do what we do, okay? Don't put all your eggs in one basket. This is a numbers game, you guys. And you know I don't even like saying this is a numbers game because this is all about relationships. But when you are literally only having 3 conversations about Plexus, those 3 people's lives, yes, they have the opportunity to be transformed, But think about all the other people that you aren't even talking to and reaching because you're so focused, laser focused on those 3 people joining you. Okay, you're missing out on all the other people that are walking, face to face with you every single day. So instead of saying too much to too little people, flip that switch for success, you guys. Less words, more people, okay? Most of us have, less people, more words. We need less words, more people. Don't overwhelm people with too much info. And this makes so much sense. I'm thinking back to when I wanted to know about Plexus, and I reached out to Nikki and I messaged her about it. She did not give me the full thing of Plexus right away. She literally was like, hey, I'm out of town visiting family. Can't wait to tell you more about it. It's changed my life. Like, she shared a snippet of what it had done for her. And then that was it. Like, we made a plan to touch base in a couple days. You guys, what did that do to me? Did that make me think, oh, okay, well, she doesn't want to share with me or whatever? No, I literally was like left curious for more, like excited to talk to her in a couple of days, because I was like, wow, like, I can't wait to know what she's going to say. You guys, ask questions and keep the conversation going. Create curiosity. Be excited. You don't have to give all the information in one message, okay, or in one lunch when you're talking with people. Most people don't want to know how all the ingredients work. So I know a lot of us feel pressure to know how to pronounce the Xylo, blah, 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 the new thing and the new Slim. Most people don't really care to know how to pronounce that or what it is, actually. They just want to know, is it going to work for them? Okay? They just want to know, does it taste good, and is it going to work for me? Don't overcomplicate this process. Keep it simple. We are planting and watering hundreds of seeds, and each will sprout at the right time. That's the thing with this, you guys. Everyone has different timing. You may be talking to somebody and you've given them all the information they possibly need, and they're still not ready. Don't get overwhelmed by that. Don't get frustrated. Don't think you've done it wrong. It literally is a timing thing for people. People will come to you when their time is right, as long as you keep that door open. But in the meantime, as their time is getting prepped and ready, talk to other people, plant other seeds, water other seeds, you guys. And when their season comes, they will come to you and be ready. So I want to talk to you guys real quick about letting the tools do the talking. So you're probably like, well, if I'm not giving them all this information, what am I sending to people? What am I talking to them about? What am I utilizing? Okay. So there's different tools that you can be using while you're keeping the conversation going, okay, without feeling like you're overwhelming them. So I am a huge fan, and we're starting to do this more as a team, and I've seen success when we utilize these 3-way chats, you guys. When you have a friend that wants to know more about Plexus, feel free to utilize your friend, your sponsor, your upline, and just have them pipe in and share their story, what the products have done for them. This doesn't have to be like a 3-week long conversation. It can literally be like, hey, this is what the products have done for my friend Amber. She can't wait to share what it's done for her. Amber, do you mind sharing with my friend Jenny? Blah, blah, blah. I share my story. That gives third-party validation. Now Jenny has another story in her belt rather than just her friend that she heard from. And I know this is kind of crazy because we're like, but Jenny knows me. Like, why would she need so-and-so's story that she doesn't even know? Yes, you guys, but this is the weirdest thing about this business. Your friends and family love you and they do trust you. However, hearing something that you said 20 times, hearing it come from a complete stranger's mouth, for some reason holds more weight than you saying it. I don't know what it is about it. I don't know what the deal is, but your friend hearing from me, my story, or the compensation plan, or whatever the case may be, sinks in a little bit deeper with her than it does you telling her. I don't understand it, don't know what it is, but third-party validation is huge. So make sure you're using 3-way chats. Samples, you guys. We just have this brand new reformulated Slim. Now is the time to hand out a sample to somebody and let the new Slim do the talking for you. You know, let them get a taste for themselves, and then making sure you're following up with them. Diamond documentaries. If you have people that you just want to work this business with you, you know, don't be afraid to send them a diamond documentary. They're like 8 to 9 minutes, you guys. Let those do the talking for you. Those are huge for building belief in what we have in our hands. So share a diamond documentary that you think resonates with that person. When we have the VIP events, those are huge. I know my friend Danielle, she was on the last VIP event we did, and she just got to hear, you know, a couple stories that just gave her a bigger piece of what we have in our hands, you know, gave her a piece of the puzzle to see it a little bit more than what I've been able to share with her. Health and happy hour. This is a huge tool and a huge resource that you can use to do the talking for you. You know, you've told your friend what the products have done for you. Now reach back out to her and be like, hey girl, I know you've heard my story. I know you see what I'm posting on Facebook about these products. I know these will change your life. Can I add you to this group? It's on Thursday night. It's 30 minutes long. I want you to hear from my friends, you know, Chandra, Amy, and Melissa. I think you'll really resonate with Melissa's story or something like that. You guys just be authentic, be real, but use the tools to do the talking for you. And then once your friend gets on there, she watches the stories, then you can reach back out to her and be like, okay, what did you think? You know, I can't wait to hear what you thought of it. Let the tools do the talking. Product videos, you guys. There are so many different product videos out there. If you have a friend that's struggling with a certain issue that you know a certain product would help with, feel free to send her the product information if you don't think it's going to overwhelm her. Obviously, testimonies from the Health and Happy Hour. And then an idea that I heard from my friend Jamie Mays, and I love this idea, and I'm starting to utilize it. Because majority of the people I start on the products, I'm starting them on triplex. That's just kind of my go-to for majority of people with today's society and gut issues. So what she does is when she's talking with people, she's like, hey girl, I'm going to send you this chart. Let me know if any of these areas you struggle with. Because when I message people, I'm like, okay, what other health goals or health concerns do you have? Well, if you would have asked me that pre-plexus, all I knew is I crave sugar, which I didn't even think was that bad of a deal. It tasted good, so what's the problem? You know, I didn't think I had any health issues. I literally didn't think I had health issues because I never went to the doctor and I was at my pre-baby weight. I thought I was the clean bill of health. Even though I was addicted to sugar, I woke up exhausted. I had awful mood swings, you know, just everything. Yeast issues, I mean, TMI, but we're all plexus ambassadors. You guys, I went to the bathroom like every 3 or 4 days. And Obi's like, that's not normal. And I'm like, it's not normal for you to talk to me about this situation. So like, we're not having this conversation. But evidently that wasn't normal. I didn't know that because that was my normal. So if somebody would ask me, what health concerns do you have? I would have been like, none. Like, I'm completely healthy. However, I had all those issues. So all that to say, I'm totally revamping the way I reach out to people because that's what I've been saying to people. And no wonder they're like, I just want to lose weight, you know, because they think they're healthy. So she sends them, and I can post it on our team page. This is totally not compliant. So do not be posting this on your Facebook wall and asking people what they're struggling with. But you can send it in private messenger or text or whatever. But you guys know the Candida overgrowth chart, like the one with the lady who has like her hands on her head. We've all probably seen it. But it says like, do you suffer from Candida overgrowth? And it lists, you know, headaches, bloating, exhaustion, all the different things that we know stem from an unhealthy gut. So Jamie sends it to her prospect and she's like, hey girl, I'm sending you this chart. Let me know which of these areas you struggle with. If you send that chart to somebody, they will literally have at least 5 things on there that they will send you right back and be like, oh, like X, Y, Z. Like, didn't even know that was a gut health issue that your products can help with. So that keeps that conversation going. But you haven't had to spend 20 minutes educating them on gut health. You've sent them a chart. They've gone through it and assessed what issues they have and sent it back to you. Now you have a little bit more to work with, and you didn't spend a whole hour dissecting, the triplex with them. So let the tools do the talking. And I can post that later if you guys don't know which one I'm talking about, but you literally can go to Google and type in Candida overgrowth, and that graphic will pop up. So our job is not to convince people, you guys. It's just simply to share our excitement and connect them with a tool that will help move them along in their decision. And ultimately, when the time comes, after we've followed up and done our due diligence, their time will come and they'll be ready to try these products. So if you're doing this correctly, you guys, we literally should have, it should be almost overwhelming in an exciting way how many conversations you have going about Plexus. We should never be like, man, I just don't have anyone to talk to. I'm not talking to anyone right now. Or I have 3 friends that I'm waiting to order and that's it. You guys, we should be in hundreds of conversations. If this is seriously what we're wanting to do to give our family financial freedom, or, whatever the case may be, we should be in hundreds of conversations, and they're all at different phases. Not everyone you talk to today is going to be ready to sign tomorrow. That's normal. That's fine. But we literally should have hundreds of conversations going on at a time, people that we are sprinkling information on, that we are giving a new tool to. You gave your friend the gut health chart, the Candida overgrowth chart. She's messaged it back to you. She's told you she struggles with migraines and, sugar addiction. Well, you're going to add her to our health and happy hour, and you're going to tag her in a video that you think she can relate to. Okay. And then you're going to reach back out to her and you're going to be like, what did you think? Okay, now I really want you to hear so-and-so's story. Then you add her to a 3-way chat. Keep moving people through the process, utilizing the tools. Don't feel like you have to be the game changer that's going to give them all this information. And once they have all the information that you've provided, then they're going to be ready. Use the tools, because that's going to be the most effective use of your time. And that's how you're going to be able to talk to hundreds of people at once. Because when you do feel like you have to give everyone all the information, it is overwhelming to talk to 5 people a day, right? That's a lot of work, you guys, when you're like giving everyone the rundown of Plexus on the daily. But when you're just working people through the process, utilizing the tools, that's a quick thing, you guys. Save that Candida overgrowth graphic to your phone. And when you're thinking of somebody, message it to them. Be like, hey, I know you've talked to me about Plexus. Let me know what on here you're struggling with. And then at that point, just move them through the process. And always keep your funnel full, you guys, and just work people through those tools.